What's going on? This is on the Bedman patch. So this is a Pot versus Anji guide. I'm going to be showing you most of the basic stuff. This matchup's in Pot's favor. It's not that complicated, so it's probably shorter, but here you go. First off, this matchup's mostly footsie based. So Anji doesn't have that many footsie tools. The thing you'll see the most is Far Slash. Far Slash is Anji's go-to footsie tool. They actually buffed this button a long time ago. It used to be really bad where you could whip punish it really easily, but nowadays not so much. So if you Far Slash around the time you see the attack actually go out, or Heavy Slash, you won't get the punish. So what I'm trying to say is, like, if you see the actual attack, like right here, if this is when you react to buttons, you're not going to get a whiff punish with Heavy Slash, right? I don't recommend that. What you should do in your head, more so, is think about the range, which is around here, right? And then bait them to throw it out. Then when you see them move, you just react normally with Heavy Slash or something like that, right? So same thing. I recommend, though, Anji's ranges are never that far. So if you ever see a whiff, just go for a sweep. Sweep is faster than Heavy Slash. Has better range, because a lot of time, or better range than Far Slash, because Far Slash works, as you see, but you usually don't get the follow-up. And it has a weird angle on, like, his 2S and stuff like that, so he can whiff. So if you see something, I would just react with sweep, get a hard knockdown, get pressure. So next, they use this in neutral a lot. This is a really good button. Yeah, Pot has a really hard time punishing this. It pretty much always pushes you out of range, so you can get the 2P punish. It's really hard to. Now, the weird thing about it is that if you space yourself perfectly, the last hit of it will not hit. So the last hit where he, like, kind of poses right there, it'll whiff at certain ranges. Like that, you can get a big punish out of it. So just remember, check if that last hit hits you. If not, you can pretty much press anything, get a whiff punish out of it. Besides that, just 2P, but it's really hard to whiff punish. I don't know, or just get punish in general. The next thing they do a lot in neutral is they'll do run up 5k into 6H. Now, the thing is, there's a 5-frame gap between those two hits, right? So you can mash jab and trade, which don't recommend. Kind of leaves them an advantage because he has faster frame or faster buttons. But command grab beats attacks on the same frame. So if you see a 5k, or they're almost guaranteed to do 6H. So if you're ready for it, you can just pull out a quick command grab on reversal. If you don't do the command grab on reversal, though, you will get hit like that. So you have to be ready. You're gonna get counter hit. All right, there's a bunch of quick notes, just checking if you guys knew any of them. One, you can flick both hits of the butterfly, so you get 2 projectiles. If he gets hit by one of them, though, it goes away. This was fairly obvious, but if you ever block this super, you have enough time to 6H it, so you pretty much have time to do anything you want. If they do this super raw, I don't recommend doing this, but they're about to die, you can do Mega Fist. You'll trade with it, so if they're going to die for Mega Fist, you can kill like that, but it's a big risk. The nice thing with that, though, is that a normal jump you wouldn't get out of it with, but Potemkin can Mega Fist in the air faster than most people can jump. So what you could do is Mega Fist, and then I fucked up, but you can Mega Fist and RC out of it, which is kind of nice. Like that. Alright, next we're going to talk about Kyo. So this button is really good against Pot, because one, it'll beat out Mega Fist. It just, honestly, it's one of the best anti-airs in the game. Anji players might disagree, but against Pot, it beats out almost anything I have if I'm in the air, right? Which is great. However, is very easily whiff punishable and stuff like that. Now, if you see Kyo in the air, if the attack's over, he's going to be able to block. Does that make sense? So if you are reacting to this, or sorry, if you're reacting to that right there, like the wind animation, you're too late, right? You're not going to get the whiff punish. That's the sad truth. Right when you see him in the air is when you need to throw out an anti-air. Now, the best anti-air you can do is 2H. You get a counter hit even, see? You don't really have to be scared of getting hit by it. So you can get that hit and do whatever you want. To be honest, usually I just want more pressure. It's probably smarter to react like this. However, I'm just showing you what I usually do. I usually see it, then I jump grab him after it, right? So I usually see that, then jump grab. Jump grab kind of gets Pot really good pressure, because you can just go straight into Gruda and get Gruda pressure, or you could, you know, jump grab, charge 5D for some reason works. I can't tell you why it does, but I'm telling you that works. timing's really meaty. I think they can backdash it though, but yeah, timing's really meaty. I don't know why, but yeah, just saying. I tend to jump grab it. What I'm trying to say is if you don't react to it, you're like, oh fuck, it's up there, just jump grab. That's what I do. If you're expecting it, 2H is definitely a better idea. The one nice thing about Pop vs Anji is that you can just command grab him whenever he's spinning. That is one of the reasons this matchup is so bad. Anyone can run up grab him. He can't tech or anything like that. But because Pop has a car command grab and his command grab does so much damage, it's a lot scarier for Anji players just to spin randomly, right? From far ranges, you can grab him out of it with car command grab, which makes it very scary. One cool thing, Anji can just spin through Potemkin super, and they all know that, so you can use that to your advantage. I oftentimes will send this out, and then when I think they're going to spin through it, I'll just hammer fall into it like that, and oftentimes they'll get hit, right? They can block, as you saw, but if you just keep them in it, they usually will get hit by it. Alright, we're going to go on all the Fujin stuff. So first is raw Fujin, which is the attack. You can punish it with command grab. I don't recommend it, because they can do any of the follow-ups. So if you do think they're going to raw Fujin, just throw out like a jab or two. I just throw out 2 jabs, or like I just showed, jab, crouching jab, if I think that's all they're doing. Oftentimes I'll hit one of those, then car command grab. Works on a lot of people. So when they do Fujin low, you can punish it with a standing jab, crouching jab. That's the best punish you get unless you want to use meter. You could do something with like that, right? But I'm just saying it's probably not worth your meter. The thing about the low is that it's pretty much like the foundation of all the other Fujin follow-ups. I'll talk about more when I talk about the other follow-ups, but the thing about the low is that it jails you, right? So what jailing means is that if I let go of block, I can't let go of block, but if I let go of block, I pretty much get hit by the next fall no matter what. So I can't back Mega Fist, I can't do anything besides sit there and then hold down to block the fall, or block the low, right? That causes a lot of the other Fujin stuff to be scary because you're scared of the low. But again, we'll talk about that. So next is the overhead. If you guys didn't know, it's super punishable. You pretty much do anything you want if you block the overhead and they don't have meter, right? So they'll usually only do it when they have meter. So just know if they have bar meter, the overhead's more likely to show up. But if they don't have meter and you block it, you can get whatever you want. If they have burst, I recommend just doing command grab because, you know, safe, easy damage. Now, the thing about this is that Potemkin's back Mega Fist actually counters a lot of Anji's options in Fujin. So, you could also just back Mega Fist that, along with all of his other options besides the low. That's what I'm talking about. The low's the most important. The low's punishable by a very brief punish, but if I try to back Mega Fist during the low, I get hit and I get knocked down, right? Same thing with the fan follow-up, right? I can back Mega Fist during the fan follow-up, which makes it a lot less scary, especially in the corner. A lot of times, they'll try to do that in the corner to keep pressure up, but because Pot can back Mega Fist it's a very option to even go for against Pot. And as you just saw, my standing jab also loses to it. So remember what I was talking about? You can punish a lot of his raw Fujin with standing jab. Guess what? If they do this option, you also can punish it with standing jab. So you're seeing a lot of things I'm telling you are kind of like multi-layered, where it's Pot's advantage, right? Again, though, if they go to the low, you lose. The same thing with this. So if this happens, you can jab it in their air state. You can back Mega Fist it. It's not the best option, but it's not terrible. Other times you see this jump, they're going to grab after it, so you can just grab beforehand. I would tell you on paper, it sounds smart to command grab it, because you just have to block the Fujin hit, and then it automatically works off of like a reversal punish. But it's too risky for the other options, right? The only thing that makes command grab more tempting is there's same thing with like that 5K into 6H frame trap. This actually has a 5 frame gap too, right? So if you block this, you can trade with jab. Meaning, if you get it perfect, you can command grab. So if you think, all I'm trying to say, command grab is stupid, but it does counter 2 of the options. The other 2 options counter it, 2 of the options, you know, you blow it up. The scariest thing when you fight Anji for any player is scared they're going to throw this out. I want to say, if you look at my matches against Anji, I don't listen to this own advice, but throwing out big normals can be scary against Anji, so a lot more 2Ps and stuff is fine. Far Slash is my best friend against Anji because it outranges a lot of his stuff, and it's not as bad, right? If you do ever hit this, I recommend just sitting there blocking or smashing back Mega Fist. But normally you're just waiting for it. Normally you just want them to do it so you can command grab it like we talked about. All you gotta remember is once you start command grabbing that, it's more scary for the Anji player than it is for you. So, just as long as you remember you have the upper hand, this matchup feels like it gets a lot easier. But yeah, that's all that's really there to say about Anji. Hopefully, if you enjoyed, let me know. If you have any other tips, post them in the comments. It helps other people out. Have a good one.